Hello, I'm Stuart Blower and I'm into a barbel. Just took me into some overhanging trees, but I managed to get out, no problem at all. It's in open water now, so unless I have a hook pull, then I'm going to land this fish. It's splashing there. It's about 2 lengths out. If you watch my recent video on Barbel, you know that I had some issues with my reels. So I'm very careful this time. I haven't managed to replace them yet, but I will do in due course. But these are creaking as I reel against the fish, put some pressure against it. Anyway, I'm ready to net it now. Yes. In the net. There's the fish. Beautiful middle 7 barbel. The fish went back safely. I think it's always important and well worth mentioning that barbel do give their all in the fight, and we have to make sure that they're ready to go back. We can nurse them if they need it, hold them in the water and let the oxygen get back into their body via their gills, put them in the landing net, supervised of course, and in a decent stretch of water, not just a couple of inches so the body's sticking out, but only then do we release them. And there's no problem at all with that fish. In fact, I would say the vast majority of fish that I catch, give them just a brief rest and they're definitely ready to go back. Sometimes 1 or 2 might need a little additional spell of resting in the side, but apart from that, no issues at all. But well worth mentioning, of course, because welfare of all fish is important, and certainly barbel, because as I've said, they do give their all in the fight, don't they? They give us plenty of pleasure. Let's make sure we treat them with respect. I'm settled back now on my chair, watching the rods, waiting for another take. I did mention as I was playing that fish that it had taken me into some overhanging trees. The left rod, the one that I had the fish on, I'm fishing downstream off the edge of some willows, and of course instinctively fish will head to cover when they're hooked. So what I did before I baited up and before I cast out again after landing that fish is I checked the line. That's important, because if you can feel the line grating, then there's a good chance that it could be weakened, so we need to do that. In this instance I think it was just against young branches that were going into the river, so no issues at all. Couldn't feel any problem with the line, so I've cast out again. But it's worth doing that. In fact, I would say depending on where we fish and the species, not just for barbel on a river, but it's good to check the line anyway on a regular basis. I always do that after I've caught a fish. So no problems, and I'm back out. I caught that one on 2 12mm boilies M2. The other rod, which is fishing more into open water, got no features there. I'm fishing a piece of Frankfurter sausage barbel sticks. I am expecting the M2 to outfish the barbel sticks today, purely and simply because I'm fishing to a feature, the overhanging trees, which will give cover to barbel. But you never know, do you? At least I've got a couple of rods out there, and as I look, I might have one on the barbel sticks. No, I haven't. A bit of weed coming down. Sometimes you get a little bit of action, but then just a few moments later, you know what it is. Certainly when you have a barbel, you know what it is, that's for sure. And there is the weed that I was referring to. As you can see, it's wrapped around the lead. I'm fishing a hook length. I'll show you the bait now. This is the barbel sticks. Fishing a hook length of about 2.5 feet. So that's mono. Fishing hair rig, and as you can see, there's the barbel sticks. I've broken that off myself. It comes in a long stick, and you can break pieces off yourself, take edges off, literally shape it into anything you want it to. So this is the one in open water, and I'm going to get this back out now. Can you hear that noise? It's like I've stepped back in time, isn't it? Well, I have in some ways. That's the Severn Valley Railway, the age of the steam, the golden age of steam. Although I'm not a fanatic in any way, shape or form, I do enjoy fishing the Middle Severn when you can see and hear the Severn Valley Railway, and no doubt you'll be seeing it on the screen shortly, because it's right on the far bank. You may even see the steam off the trains as well. And I'm looking at the camera now to see if it's there. It should just be appearing about now. There it is. Brilliant, isn't it? Well, I think so anyway. Second fish of the day, again on the M2 boilies. This one's putting up a nice fight, although that in itself doesn't mean anything with barbel, because even the small ones give you a right old pull. In fact, I would say for a lot of novice barbel anglers, maybe lose one that runs off like an express train. Probably think they caught a double or got hooked into a double. In fact, it might only be about £4. This one certainly is putting up some resistance. I think it's bigger than £4 anyway. I've got it past the overhanging trees now. On this occasion it didn't head for the trees. Funnily enough, it's headed for open water, so that was its downfall. Right, I'm going to drop down now and net it. Barbel number 2, not big, but bigger than £4. It doesn't matter what we're fishing for, we often catch something that we weren't targeting. And there's a chub, nice one as well, isn't it? Middle Severn chub. Barbel sticks again. I've just had a hook pull on the M2, so no surprises at all there. It was a barbel, the way it pulled round. I had it on just for a few moments and then it came off. I'm ready to I'm ready to pack away now. I was going to say break camp and pack away, and I got it mixed up. I'm ready to pack away now. There's not much that takes me away from the water's edge unless I have to, but there is a game of football on television tonight that I want to see. Like a lot of you watching this, I guess you like your football as well. I like to go to games in person. I'm a Wolves season ticket holder. I like Leeds United as well, followed them since I was a kid, went to my first Wolves game in 1963. Welsh football, real. Scottish football, Rangers, those are my teams. But I do like to see football on television as well. So I'm getting ready to pack away, leave the rods and the landing net right till the end. So you never know, do you? Might get that last second fish. But there will be other sessions. This is the first one of the week after barbel. I will be on the Severn again after more fish. So if you want to find out how I get on, then you can check the blog article, and you can find the link to that in the description box here on YouTube. And as I often say, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, then check out my Facebook page. Make sure you like it, keep up to date with my angling, and follow me on Twitter as well. But above all, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've certainly enjoyed making it, and if you're out and about yourself, tight lines, and I'll see you soon.